Do wop a do wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a do wop a do wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a do wop a do wop shoo.
Hello everyone, I am Emma Casals and welcome to another edition of You Are Invited to.
Do wop a do wop shoo, be doo be doo.
And this time we have mobilized until primary school removal of planners to present the project of English trip created by 5th and 6th grades. The project focuses on the three countries Canada, United States, and Australia. The students have been working on them for 3 months, January, February, and March. They have been working 1.5 hours a week, creating a space for activities, research, and creation to learn. This project have achieved the objective proposed from the beginning. In other words, the students have created a website where there are all the activities they have been doing these 3 months. To show the different parts of the project, we have the help of Fiona Puig, Laia Romero and Silvia Sala. First, we traveled to Canada to get in touch with Laia Romero, who will explain the website that the students have created.
Hello Emma, here from Canada. I will introduce you to the website created by the students of 5th and 6th grade. This website has different sections. Introductions, tools to create the story, a story about the project, and countries, United States, Canada, and Australia.
First of all, we have the introduction. Here, the students introduce themselves, present the project, the months it will last, and the mascot, a cloud, which will be in charge of guiding the students through the project and the countries. Next, we have tools to create the story. In this section, we explain the tools that the teachers have given the students to follow the thread of history around the three countries. We have 3 boxes, with a characteristic object of each country. As the 3 objects appear, we will work on each of the countries. We also have the section Story about the project. The students will write here the story of the cloud, the character, around the 3 countries. As they pass through the countries, you can click on the country name of the website. Finally, we have the section of countries. In this section, we have a prezi with the fauna of the 3 countries. Moreover, if we put ourselves on top of the name countries, we have a tab with the 3 countries that we have worked. In each of them, there is information that the students have found on each of these countries. National anthem, song and lyrics, provinces, flag, population, animals, fast facts, and a video about the interesting things to see in that country.
And this is all about the website. I hope you like it and want to see it in detail. I'm returning the communication to Emma Casals. Laia Romero, Canada.
Oh, this is very interesting. All right, this website is very great. Thank you very much. Now we have contact with Silvia Sala from the United States. Let's hear what she says.
Hi Emma, here from United States. First of all, we will explain the methodology they have used, then the skills worksheet, and finally, an adapted activity. The methodology they have used is the active and participative one, because the teachers consider that the students must be the protagonists of their learning. In this way, they foster fundamental values in education, such as collaboration, cooperation, participation, motivation, and respect. As they are also very much in favor of learning through playing, they have prepared various games and dynamic activities for the students. Some examples of learning games that they have prepared are Trivial Bingo and Memory of Animals from different countries that they have worked in project. They have also used videos and songs. The skills worked are speaking, reading, listening, and writing. First of all, writing, because the students have had to write a story they invented on a digital blog. They also have had to speak because many of the activities are oral, so some of them consist of reflecting, giving their opinions, and interaction with their classmates. And they have had to present their portfolio and their project orally. In addition, listening is done because they have had to listen to the teachers' explanations, the opinions of their classmates, and many of the activities they do are oral. Therefore, they have had to listen well because they will not be able to interact with the other students. They also have had to read a lot because in order to create a story and document themselves, they will have had to read the information they find on the internet and have to read the story in order to continue writing in. The final product is the creation of a web page, which has as it contain the main specs and characteristics of each country: history, type of government, population, animals, provinces, climate. In addition, as a final result, they also have an individual portfolio. This will also serve as an assessment tool at the end of the quarter. These stories serve as a guide to learn more about the countries they work in. Finally, in this section, we will explain an example of adapted activity. An example of an adapted activity for those students who have a low level of English could be to describe the protagonist of their story. In their case, in concrete, it's a cloud. The student should make a description as complete as possible by saying all its physical and psychological characteristics. Moreover, it's a good opportunity because their classmates help them. In addition, the teacher can guide through the entire learning process. Silvia Sala, United States.
Oh, thank you very much, Sylvia. It's great. I think it's very good methodology to apply today in our classes. Before I finish connecting with the reporters, I would like to show a table where the different activities are distributed. If we look at the upper part, we have the month, January, February, and March. And on the left side, we can see the weeks of the month. So we have distributed the session in the different week of the 3 months. Okay, in all sessions we can see how there is a presentation of the session, so that the students know what objectives they have for that day. At the end of each session, they spend a few minutes reflecting on how they saw the task and how they felt when they were doing the activities. The reflections are always done with the same methodology. That is, they are the students who give their opinion, whether they like it the session or not. To finish explaining how the sessions were organized, it is important to highlight the boxes. As Laia told us very well, the students received some boxes that helped the protagonist to continue traveling around the world. That is, to get the seats so that the students could continue writing the story. There is a logical distribution of activities. That is to say, before handing out the first box, the students do activities to improve or pick up ideas for writing. As the boxes are gradually being opened, the activities change the subject matter in order to be able to work in the country that coincides with the box. In this way, students follow a common thread. Already explaining the activities. To finish explaining the project, we go directly to Australia with Fiona. She will explain us the activities in more details.
Hi Emma! Today I will show you some of the activities proposed by the teacher. Don't miss any details. They have used extremely cool material that can be used in a variety of ways. For example, the activity of animal cars with the description. This activity it can be played individually as a memory or in a group as a guest. Now I show you an example. For the activity about the animals, you need the cards with the image of the animal and the description. In pairs or groups, one will read a letter at random and the other students must find the corresponding picture. We are seeing the same material used differently, in this case individually in the form of a memory. The student should try to pair. You must match the picture with the correct description.
Shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo. She give me catching all night long. She give me catching all night long. Well, it's been such a long day. I'm kinda tired, bring 'em soothing arms my way. My back is aching and my body's sore. Don't stop, honey, you know that I want more. She give me catching all night long. She give me catching all night long. Do wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo wop a doo wop shoo, be doo be doo wop a doo. I went on down to Leon's place. He had such a beat look on his face. I said, hey man, where'd you get those eyes? He met a girl that could hypnotize. She give me catching all night long. She give me catching all night long.
An activity that we could do with all students will be to mix all the fresh cards. Take them out at random and classify those that are from Canada and the United States. Now we are seeing another activity. In this case, we have flashcards from Canada and the United States. In this case, we can also do different activities. An activity that we can do with all the students will be to mix all the flashcards, take them out and random and classify those that are from Canada and the United States. Another activity we could do in small groups will be to give a random flashcard to each student, and each student could explain something about the image they have, or for example, to describe it and the others have to guess it.
I went on down to Leon's place. He had such a neat look on his face. I said, hey man, where'd you get those eyes? He met a girl that could hypnotize. She gave me conscience.
To assess this project, students are doing a portfolio individually. The Learning Folder is a tool that facilitates learning over a period of time. The end result is that the students learn about the topic being addressed. In this case, they are learning about three English-speaking countries: Australia, Canada, and the United States. Each time they finish a country, students will self-assess themselves against this evaluation target. As we can see, the boxes are empty. Teachers and students will jointly agree on the criteria with which they want to evaluate themselves. They can be assessed from 0 to 4 as needed. Once the topic is finished, the teacher will evaluate the activities according to the portfolio. The teachers have decided to put this type of assessment into practice because they think it's a good way for the students to reflect and investigate. In this way, we encourage them to be competent. Now, on the screen, we are seeing the section that teachers will use to evaluate the portfolio. As we can see, the section has 6 criteria: index, presentation, objectives, material, evidences of learning, and closing. We have 4 levels to evaluate: expert, practitioner, apprentice, and novice. With this rubric, teachers can assess all students with the same criteria. Students can also see what needs to be improved by looking at the rubric. Fiona Puig, Australia.
Perfect, very good dynamics. Thank you very much, Fiona. So, for today's broadcast, I hope you enjoyed it a lot and, above all, that you could extract ideas for your classes. See you soon. Bye.